You already know who it is. The one, the only El Selector back at it again. All right, so we're going to talk about the fight that just happened between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. First and foremost, I'd like to say congratulations to Ryan Garcia for the upset victory. Um, he basically shocked the world. You know, he shocked the world. He shocked the world. He shocked the world, and everyone's talking about it now. It's a very strange situation, man. This whole entire fight, this whole leading up to this fight, everything about this, leading from when the minute the fight was thing, not even knowing if this fight was gonna actually happen, to the lead up to the fight, to the actual them meeting at the presser and all the and then to them actually and then promotion for the fight, and then for them to get to the fight, and then for Ryan to go and then just like a strange, unusual fight, man. Honestly, and I'm just kind of like I'm even shocked right now because I'm thinking about it, and it's just kind of like as I'm looking at this fight right here, it's kind of like it's an interesting situation. It's an interesting case because I personally believe, like, I don't know, man. Because okay, there's several red flags. We're gonna get into the fight, but there were several red flags leading up. There were several things that were leading up to this fight. This guy Ryan Garcia didn't even make weight. He came in 3 pounds heavier, and they didn't even let him go and do a. They didn't even let him go reweigh himself or go lose the weight or anything. He came in on the scale, 3 pounds overweight, and just went on with the fight. So I don't understand where Devin Haney and his father, like when you come to the fight and you're out of shape, you're not even in weight. You come in there heavier, you got to go in there and actually, you know, you got to basically go back in there and basically try to get that weight down. None of that happened. All right, so that's on Devin Haney and them. They end up taking the money. I think he lost $1.5 million, which is probably like chump change to him because now Ryan Garcia is gonna have all the options in the world. Even though he didn't get a chance to win the belt, he's gonna have the option of whether to fight Pitbull Cruz. He can fight Gervonta Tank Davis. He could fight Devin Haney again, but at the same time, it's kind of like he's gonna have options. I don't know if he might. He's saying he'll run it back, but I don't believe he'll run it. I don't think he might even run it back with Devin Haney. I think he's done. He'll move on to something else, but that's just me speaking. And anyway, so Devin Haney doesn't do anything about it. Him and Bill Haney, they just let it go. Then they come in there with this arrogance, like, oh, he's a C-level fighter, da 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 da. And then it's just like, so the fight begins, and it's like there's a lot of adrenaline, pops him, and it's just like he gives him a big shot, and Devin's all freaking, his equilibrium is like he's shocked. He's like, whoa, in the first round. And then Devin, he starts exchanging with Devin on the rope, and then Devin clears through, and then Devin goes on, and then Ryan goes on. They give Ryan the first round, even though I thought it would have been a 50-50. I thought it might have even, I thought low key, he didn't do enough. I thought Devin edged him out with the jabs at the end of that round, but then the judges end up giving it to Ryan. Okay, cool. So Devin goes on to win the second round, punching him, outpacing him. He goes on to win the third round, punching him, outpacing him. Fourth round, he's basically just winning all the rounds. He's winning rounds after rounds after rounds after rounds after rounds. And I think it was that seventh round or whatever. Devin Haney's defense is just like, it's like you see the flaws in this guy. Like Ryan Garcia is a flaw. He can't fight going backwards. I think it was around the fifth round or something, and he was like he couldn't even fight going backwards. So it's just like he can't even fight going backwards. And Devin's not utilizing and cutting off the ring and just doing certain things. It's just like, and then Ryan comes in there. I think the sixth round, I think Devin wins that. And then the seventh round, or is it the sixth or seventh round? Ryan knocks him. He just puts him just because Ryan has really quick hands. The thing about Ryan Garcia is his hands are really fast. His hand speed is outrageously quick. So he's good with his hands. And basically, he got Devin. He caught Devin and he just dropped him. And Devin's defense is straight up. His defense was garbage. It was trash. He wasn't protecting his face. He oh my goodness. He drops him, and then Devin can't. Devin gets up, and Devin loses his legs. Devin just keeps falling all over the place. Devin's just grabbing him, falling on the ground. Devin's grabbing him, falling over. Devin, Devin probably fell down like maybe like 8 times or something like that. Like he fell down so many times. He just kept. In that fight, he was on the ground too many times. It was embarrassing. I was looking at Bill, Devin, and they were talking to Bill too. It was funny because they're talking to Bill, and that's when he gets knocked down. And it's like Devin, I never seen Devin get knocked down before. You know what I mean? I never seen him get knocked down, and all of a sudden he gets dropped by Ryan Garcia. And it's kind of like, I don't know, man. Honestly, it's like these guys fought 3 times, they drawed an amateur, and then he comes in the pros and he beats him. And it's like, Devin, you fought a harder competition, and you lose to this guy. And he's just quick hands. I'm not gonna lie, his hand speed is outstanding. Like he fights in spurts. He doesn't fight a full long rounds. He's not a guy who's gonna fight you throughout the whole entire fight. So he's gonna fight you in spurts, and that's basically what he does. And basically, he beat Devin in spurts. That's all he did, was he won the fight through spurts. That's all he did. And then, okay, Devin's dropping all over the place. Devin basically from that point on was on wobbly feet. They had to wake him up. He stopped holding on to him. It's like, wake up, wake up. He's like, yeah, I'm good, I'm good. So he fights him again, fights him. Then Devin wins the round. And I think it was like, there was like a round where it was back-to-back knockdowns. I was just like, bro, I seen that. I was like, I said this guy might knock Devin. Ryan Garcia might knock him out cold. He goes and drops in the 11th. He drops in the thing. Devin virtually won every single round except potentially the first and the knockdown rounds. Remember, and it was a 10-8 round, and because Ryan punched him when the ref stopped it. Ryan punched him, and the ref gave Ryan a point deduction, so it became a 9-8 round on that first knockdown. And then Devin, I don't know what the hell is going on with this guy. Like, this is not making any sense. It's like, I'm like, people are like, they shocked the world. Look, did he win the fight? Like, Devin Haney like lost to Ryan Garcia. Oh man, boxing, bro. I tell you, boxing is very unpredictable. Bro, I honestly, probably that 9-8 round, and then he has the other 2 additional knockdowns. And they basically just gave him the fight. Devin won virtually every single round, including the 12th. I even had him winning the 12th. But he got knocked down 3 times. Plus, on top of that, he lost his legs in several other times. And that was basically that. And everybody's like, oh, Ryan Garcia. I'm like, what the I don't know, man. Honestly, man, I don't know. Honestly, and I blame Devin, his father, for that, because this guy came in out of shape, came in out of weight. He wasn't even in weight. You're saying he's a C-level fighter, and you lost with C-level fighter. You should have won that fight. Your defense was not good. You're not holding. You're putting your hand. Like, Pitbull Cruz. That's one thing I like about Pitbull. The whole entire fight, he stays like this. If Pitbull Cruz fights Ryan Garcia, Pitbull Cruz is gonna knock Ryan Garcia out. There's no way in hell he's gonna get these on Pitbull Cruz. Tank Davis did what he was supposed to do on Ryan Garcia. Bro, Devin, man, you know what I mean? You kept your belt, but at the same time, it's just like, you gotta tighten up with your defense, man. You got it, because Ryan beat you in spurts, and they gave Ryan the fight. Now, some could have had it. I thought potentially we would have seen a draw, but when I saw that third, because there's too many, there's the 9-8 round, and then there's the 10-8 rounds. So it's just like, and then there's the first round that they say he won that too. And then now you have to go to the judges, so you leave it in the judges' hands. And then you know how that goes with boxing, right? So basically, that's that, and that's all she wrote. You see what I'm saying? And Devin Haney took a loss. He basically took the loss. And I honestly think this is it's an embarrassing loss. And it's just like, where do you go from here, Devin? Because now Ryan is he's not a stable guy. He's not a guy you can sit down and be like, yeah, I'm going to give you this fight. Ryan can just play this game. Ryan might just live off this win. Be like, yo, I don't want to fight you no more. And where do you go? You got to go fight Sergio Matias and those guys. Now that fight is tricky because Sergio sees your weakness. He sees you're not cleaning up your defense. You're not covering your face. All you want to do is grab and duck and stuff like that. And then you're on shaky legs. and then you want to grab and duck, and you're not cleaning up your defense. You got good twitch reaction, you got good ducking and speeds, but now where are you fighting back, and where are you fighting like this, and where are you blocking? You know what I mean? You're not doing any of that. Ryan doesn't fight going back. Ryan fights in spurts. He has quick hand release. He kept turning his side to his back, so you keep punching him in his back. Literally, you shouldn't have even lost that fight, but you lost the fight because you didn't clean up your D. You know? Come on, man. It is what it is. Kudos to Ryan. Now, what Ryan did well was Ryan saw the openings, and Ryan utilized that. He saw the openings, and he saw where Devin was lacking in there, and he exploited that, and he basically put him on his ass. Now, Ryan Garcia, in my eyes, should have probably ended that fight after that first knockdown. He should have got him out of here because Devin was not even there. That fight shouldn't even have gone the distance. You should have knocked him out of here and got him out of here cold. It should have been a flat out knockout. You won by a knockout. And that's that. But you didn't do that. You didn't even do that. You see what I'm saying? You didn't do that. But you should have done that. And in hindsight, you gotta go back and watch the film and be like, yo, how do I clean this up to get this guy out of here? Because with that hand speed, you got quick hand speed. You got quick hand speed. You know, you were heavier than him too. And Devin Haney underestimated the weight. He's going up 140. Now you come in there and then Tank gave you that rehydration clause. So he's like, you're not gonna get that much crazy weight over me. Devin, on the other hand, said, oh, okay, whatever. And he ended up getting his ass handed to him, getting dropped and humiliated. So, you know, Ryan did what he had to do. Ryan, you can't hate on Ryan. If I was Ryan's trainer, I'd be like, you did what you had to do. Kudos to you. I don't care how you got it done. A win is a win at the end of the day. Once the fight is on and the judges score it, that's it. The win is a win. You should have let him. Devin could have went and sent him back to go and lose some of that weight. Lose some of that weight. You know, I got time. You know, but you were just caught up in all the adrenaline and the hype, and you know what I mean. Your dad's all a thing and trying to fight Bernard and hyping up here and hyping up instead of focusing on the task. See, Mayweather never underestimated his opponents, bro. He always kept his defense up, his game tight. He wouldn't let somebody come in. If you got a shot on Mayweather, you stumbled him. Mayweather's gonna make sure, yo, that's the last of that. I'm cleaning up everything, cause yo, you can get hurt out here. Boxing, bro, it's the hurt game. You get humiliated out here. You see what I'm saying? Like, and you got humiliated today. Like real talks, man. Like, yo, you got humiliated by a guy you thought you were gonna just walk right through. You called him a C-level fighter, this, that, and the third, but you underestimated him. You know, and Ryan was doing this thing where he played, I don't know, some stuff out of the Art of War, pretending to be nuts. People didn't even think he was gonna fight. That's why I said I'm not gonna do nothing else. I'm not gonna do no previews. I'm just gonna wait till the day of the fight, and I'll call the fight for what I see it. Even the way and all that other stuff, the fighting, the rumbling, the goofing around, you know what I mean? He was hyped up. He knew already that he had this in a bag. He was already confident. Yo, you have nothing. He says, I'll lose. I don't even need the title. I can just beat you psychologically. I beat you. Now I took your record from you. I took your undefeated from you. You know what I mean? I already had a loss, but I took your undefeated from you. And now it's kind of like, now that aura on you is gone. You see what I'm saying? People are gonna respect you. But you're gonna have to go out there and just win all these fights now. But at the same time, too, you know, Ryan is gonna use that to market himself, and now you got to go back and try to get more fights in and thing, you know. Now people seeing the chink in your armor. You know what I mean? I thought when you fought you know what I mean? What's his name? What's it called? The Samurai Warrior over here. I thought when you fought him, I forgot this guy's name. But when you fought him, when he caught you flush, you know what I mean? You kind of look shaky. You know what I mean? You look shaky, but at the same time, you hold your composure. But after that one flush punch, you should have learned from that, Devin. Like, yo, you see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get knocked out or get dropped like this or get hit like this again. I gotta clean it up. I might get hit, but I'm not gonna get caught off guard. You do get caught off guard in boxing, but at the same time, I'm gonna be able to clean it up ASAP. After that first, let me tell you something. That judge gave you a gift with that 9-8, and he gave you time to breathe, etc., and that was that. After that, you should have cleaned it up, bro. You should have been like, yo, let me just sweep this rounds and just beat him tit for tat, duck, dodge, fight him going backwards. He fights inside. Ryan can't fight you going. He can't fight you. You know what I mean? He fights inside. That's how he fights you inside. Ryan's not a hunter. Ryan needs you inside there, and you make a mistake, and then boom, that's when he catches you. That's when he's gonna start. That's how Ryan fights. So the fact that you know what I mean, you gave him the fight he wanted, and he exploited you for that, and that's basically that's what it was. Now as far as Ryan did an excellent technique in exploiting the flaws. Ryan was probably watching film on him. He knew what he was gonna do. Ryan knew the openings were gonna come. Ryan fought him 3 times already in the amateur, so he already knows. And he's from California. These guys are both from California, so he already knows. These guys already fought before, so they already know each other. They know each other very well. So now Ryan has the upper hand and the psychological thing on him. He's like, yeah, I'll do it again. You better clean up your defense. And now you better be very, very, you got to fight almost, I wouldn't say run like Shakur Stevenson. Don't be like that because I don't rate that kind of style of boxing. Don't do what he did against the Dominican guy over there. But actually, clean up your stuff, man. Now they're going to come after you and this, that, and make fun of you. But you gotta figure out a way to get Grind back in the ring, or at least go and beat up some of these other guys, so people forget about it. Then you can get him on the back end, or you may never get him again. But it is what it is. But at the same time, though, now it's like you gotta start moving, Devin. You gotta really clean up your D. Your pops gotta stop acting like a fool and get really focused now because you know what I mean. It's only gonna get tougher from here. It's only going to get tougher as far as now they're going to play the politics with you. So you got to be ready for that, and you got to be ready when you're in the ring. You got to be able to beat your opponents. The way you beat Regis, the way you beat Loma, the way you beat certain guys. You know what I mean? It was like when Loma fought what's this guy's name? The freaking I forgot his name. I forgot his name, yo. But he fought his third fight when Loma lost. His first fight, Loma lost to the pros. That guy came in there overweight. And Loma just still went in there and fought him. He came in there over the weight. Loma still went in and he beat the shit out of Loma. And that's what happens in boxing, bro. You gotta make sure these guys go back and lose some of that weight. You see what I'm saying? You can't come in there overweight and not let them go and go back on this and go on a treadmill or go put the sweat bag in and get that weight down before they, you know what I mean? So you can make the fight happen. But whatever, man. It is what it is. Ryan Garcia did the damn thing. Kudos to him. Excellent, excellent, excellent performance as far as in the inside goes, and as far as um, the inside goes. Now the cards. I thought it would have probably been a draw. I had it a draw because I did see that 9-8 round, and then those knockdowns, and then they gave him the first. I still think Devin potentially might have won that first, but that's neither nor there. They gave him the first. And then, the judges probably gave him other rounds they saw too, because one judge I think I saw like 114 or something, 109, something crazy. I was just like, huh? But whatever, yo. It is what it is. It's boxing. Anyways, I'm signing out. Adios, people. Peace.